tradition that has been going on for centuries. If a boy comes to me and asks me to teach him how to weave it, I will. But my daughter will have to continue this tradition so humankind can benefit from it. I was born among threads. My grandfather was a tailor. My grandmother was a master of embroidery with gold and silver on canvas. But the most important thread for my family was to pass on the knowledge of how to weave the byssus as my ancestors did. My father died when I was 8, and my mother was working out of town as a doctor, so I had to spend a lot of time at my grandma's in this enchanted household where everything was art. I was a quiet child and preferred to stay on my own with a yarn, so it was easy for my grandma to teach me how to become a maestro of weaving. There is a difference between a maestro and an artisan. A maestro weaves a thread that doesn't belong to her. It belongs to the community, and everybody can benefit from it. An artisan sells his work, but it doesn't have anything to do with tradition. The byssus is the soul of the sea. It's something we cannot buy or sell, as it's sacred. It would be like trying to sell the flight of an eagle.
Oh.
There are references to byssus in the Bible. In Exodus 27, when God tells Moses how to build the altar, he aims for it to be covered in byssus and purple. A thread with a with the freedom to cut. I am not a tailor. I have more responsibility than that. My life is yours, and I can guarantee to your children, and the children of your children, that when they come to Sant'Antioco, they will find this place as it is, and the history of this ancient thread untouched.
Master weaver Chiara Vigo speaking to Outlook in 2015. That's all from us today. I'm Ruby Nazar. From me and the whole team, thanks for listening.
BBC World Service, and now Witness History with me, Josephine McDermott. Today I'm taking you back to 1994, when India passed a key law to stop couples expecting a baby from being able to find out the sex of that child. To understand the problem, you have to understand the centuries-old desire for boys in India. They're considered assets, future breadwinners for the household. Manisha Gupte was born in a society where she says people saw girls as unintended errors in the pursuit of sons. But in the 1980s, techniques were developed which made it possible to know the sex of your baby before birth and actually avoid those so-called errors. In 1990, the BBC filmed a doctor performing an ultrasound examination on a pregnant woman in Delhi. Using high-frequency sound waves, an image is created on a screen of the child the woman is carrying.
This patient already has 3 daughters.
Those are legs, and that's the sex organ. You can quite clearly see that's a girl.
As with other women who discover they are carrying daughters, she is in no doubt about her response.
She says she will have an abortion. It's consultations like this which have meant that over the last 50 years,
Hello, Director Police.
to challenging.
My family had a history of being part of the Socialist Party, and so automatically while we were fighting for people's right to housing and people's right to health, gender discrimination and patriarchy were also very, very major concerns.
It was 1980 when Manisha was in her early 20s that she and others in the feminist movement realised how popular the new sex determination test